one.
Bam, 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 bam. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Hey, Facebook.
Talk real, get real.
All right, another installment.
Today is a very special day. He is a master to me. He is somebody that I had looked up to on training, and it's an absolute honor and a privilege to have him on today. He actually gave me the tip on what I should be doing, and then JP, the man, had hooked up everything and got everything going with the green screen, and we just were able to build on it.
Make it look all professional.
And Master Jerry Fastfoot Fontanez is a man that I have always looked up to my whole life, and he's giving free information and free knowledge. And this is a man who's reached down from the top of the ladder to help other people up, and people just don't get it. People don't even grasp the understanding of what he's trying to help people with. But I'm letting you know that everything that you're saying is not falling on deaf ears. And this is something that I highly and greatly appreciate. And I want to thank you very much for being on our talk show today.
My sincere pleasure. Let me tell you something. You guys are the forerunners of what would be the future now. And that's the reason why I've been sharing information, because when it comes down to it, often we try to make the horse, so to speak, drink water when he or she is not thirsty. That's a mistake. I've done that in the past. So what I'm looking at doing is helping those who are in a position of leadership that just need a little information if I'm able to provide that. And in the case where it comes to, you guys already have a YouTube channel, you have an app, you have a website that's very friendly. You look at the basic that most people just don't have to this very day. It's crazy. You know, they just don't.
So I get the real point of the talk today wants to be, because we're professionals on the floor, but we want your insights and your knowledge on how to be professional off the floor in terms of making the business solid and being a professional off the floor with the students and whoever you have to be in contact with, and making the business solid so you're able to do the things that you want to do.
Well, this is the thing. So basically you're saying what I've always believed, that we might be the black belt on the floor, but the white belt in business.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing that I had to really be honest with myself with. I opened up my main school, literally, man, it's going to be 30 years in terms of a professional school. I started teaching in 1982, so it's been 35 years. But in March, I believe 14 or 15, because we had started a deal and it wasn't finalized until a little after. But in March of 1988, we literally set up a deal where I took over an operation in Islam. Because we had started a deal and finalized. Oh, you know what I'm going to have to do? I forgot. The feedback is going to be there, so I forgot about the. Can't really watch that. In other words, forgot about that part. We're still there, right?
Yep, we're still here.
Yep.
Okay. So in 1988, I took over an existing martial arts school. At the time, I was sponsored by American Airlines. I was traveling all over the country. However, because I had a girlfriend, actually a fiance, that you guys may know, her brother, who was my best friend, time of The Last Dragon, or a Star Wars movie, The Last Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't make them meet, so we were traveling for free. I was traveling for free. I still had to pay her work. And I remember I was the number one fighter in the nation on the Karate Illustrated ratings until the last tournament of the year. So this is what happened. September 1988, I have 50 students paying me $60.
Mm.
That's $3,000 total. Okay. However, my rent in the school was $2,000. My home rent was $1,000.
Oh, wow.
Just after the summer, so I'm 2.5 months behind rent. So I may be a black belt in martial arts skills. I'm ranked number one, but obviously I don't know anything about the business part. most schools were lasting about 3 months. Quite a few of them. I had a double storefront in the Bronx. Most schools on the second floor, the third floor, in the basement, around the corner, down the block, knocking the door, burning the tree, they weren't anywhere visible. And when I bought the school from the guy, I wondered why his gates weren't all the way up. He said, because I don't want nobody to break the windows. I'm like, what? I got real boogie down block. He talking about somebody to break my window. Right? So my whole idea was, in my school, it was not the Bronx. It was anywhere in the world that was going to provide a quality service to people. But I had a limitation based on the fact that I don't have 8th grade education. I got other 9th grade. I was a father at age 17, so I used martial arts tournament as an income provider to subsidize my $3.35 an hour job. So if I go to the tournament and I can compete and win $100, that's like a bonus. So I always took things from an entrepreneurial standpoint. I wasn't going to a tournament to see how I was doing. I was earning money. If I won grand champion at an event, I gave $500. Man, that's like a month's bonus. Kicking somebody to the head, I'm down for that. I'm not getting bonus. So when other people took these things that let me see how my skills were, I'm like, nah, man, I need money. So that's what happened when I opened up the karate school. Man, I've been back borrowing students to open up a business, doesn't matter if it's martial arts or what have you. And I was too embarrassed to fail. Because people were waiting for me to fail because no one had been successful at the time that I know personally on the ground floor in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. So Joyce Santa Maria, that's the Bronx, okay? She was on EFC. It was 1988. I went grand champion at the World Pro-Am Nationals. Was sponsored by Steve Magdor Curran, one of the today master tournaments. And I was the second grand champion one that year. And I'm coming home with $1,100.
Nice.
Yeah, it would have been cool, except that my rent was, again, 2.5 months behind rent at $2,000. Oh. My house rent was the same amount of time. See, the secret is this, guy. You got me to know this. Hopefully you never have to experience it. You could be 2.5 months behind rent. You can't be 3. Then you're gone.
Yep.
So what happened was, I was just honest with the guy, and I gave him what I could, and I just spread it out. Now, that's not counting the food money, right? Mm-hmm. So anyhow, so what happens? There was an advertisement, W grows in 90 days. I get out of here, huh? But you lying to me. That sounded like bull crap to me. I didn't really believe that. But my back was against the wall. So when she mentioned EFC, I'm like, I saw that ad before. And I said, let me pay attention. Let me just shut up and pay attention for 90 days. If this works, phenomenal. Great. If it does, I'm going to tell the whole world how they ripple. But I was willing to give it a shot. And what ended up happening was I went from 50 students to 150 from September to December. Because I went all out. You guys are doing Facebook Lives a few weeks ago. And then you're doing one of the tools that we know that was part of the free world. Right? We had a video intro, outro. You guys had an actual green screen, which I was ahead of me, because I had green screen. And then all of a sudden, you stepped up to Loop, and Loop has a few options. You got the free version, you got the paid version, you got blah, blah, blah. The point is that the same way you got to take being proactive and learning the new technology, when I learned about how to pick up a phone, how to teach an intro, the thing that scared me was that they were going to collect my money. And I didn't have enough money to begin with, so how the hell was I going to be able to survive? And this is what happened. I got no business. So I went from charging $60 a month to charging $195 initial investment on a 1-year agreement, and still $60 a month. So if you pick up the phone, hello, the great Austin Party, how may I help you? Actually, it was called New York's first, the dumbest name in the world was my first school. New York's first sport karate training center. The longest freaking name. But I wasn't smart enough to know that. In addition to that, I was in a residential district, right under the train station. Again, lack of visibility. But what I didn't know is that I was going to share information that was coming from the heart, at least. Only 22 years old, so I was limited in my education, but I was willing to learn. And the biggest thing that I learned during that time was that you have to know how to set goals. You got to know how to advertise. Now, I couldn't advertise based on affording it. So this is the way I was taught. You can't afford not to advertise. You need to be out of business. And at the time, advertising was a black and white advertising. Every once in a while, you get an interview. And I woke up and I just put my karate uniform on. I didn't finish number one in the nation that year, but I ended up having 100 new students, and I didn't mind being number three overall, having 150 students and being the victim. So it was pretty cool. By the first fiscal year, I had 200 students because we were doing this thing called retention. Right? Yeah, you actually retain students, and then we were able to have multiple funnels of new students, including referrals. And we give them a referral program. So being a type A personality guy that you can tell you one thing, but I make it happen, no excuses, right? I went all out. They had ratings there the same way they had ratings in karate. And I said, wait a minute, that guy up there, I could beat him in the ring that I have. I should be able to beat him in business as long as I learn what the heck he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I didn't judge what was the so-called business technique, but I never, ever. See, I didn't have 1,000 students with 6 schools, and my students got beat up in twice. The opposite. We won just about every division where we went because the curriculum of the physical attributes was consistent, regardless of how many people you had. So I don't believe that you have to sell out, so to speak. Good. I should say, I'm a backtrack. Yeah, I believe you have to sell out, but don't be a sellout. Sell out all the T-shirts, uniforms, all those things. Yeah. But don't be a sellout. When you look in the mirror, you go, man, I don't like it.
See, but that's the biggest thing because a lot of people are selling out.
But these people were sellouts before they even had the money. These are the ones that fake like they could fight. They're the ones that they were your boys in the meantime. They were never there unless it was convenient.
I agree.
It's the same personality. It's like you look at somebody, it's sad to say, and no disrespect intended, but in my experience, that's the case. The person that was a punk, that was getting bullied when he was little, he became a cop or a drug dealer in my neighborhood. Sometimes both, same guy. You know? So it's the type of personality. You know, there's people who are bullies regardless of where they go. And there's people who are just good people. But what happens to bullies eventually? They get beat by those people they bullied. And we know that. So I try to mind my business and my meeting. What I mean by that is this. Everybody has a specialty. I could never, someone would call me and say, oh, you guys teach shortcut? No. My friend does. I could send you to him. How about ninja? No, but I got a few people that don't teach you that. And they used to say, well, what you guys teach here? I said, well, we have an introductory program in 1999 with 2 uniforms. I did 1 uniform and 275 lessons. Do you want it today or today? That's it. And we learned how to give the people the initial flavor, taste, sample. You want teriyaki chicken? You know, you go to the mall, you give them the
a little sample, a little thing on a stick.
Yeah. You give someone a sample, and basically that's what the introductory was. And in my mind, I was thinking, man, if someone could just do an introductory, I had never heard of that. Why wouldn't they join my school? This is the best thing that ever happened. Like in my mind, I knew that I was committed 1,000% to learning how to become a better leader. Except I was 22 and it was intimidating. That word leadership was scary. Fast forward to today, people are still trying to catch up to what was done 30 years ago. And it's sad to me because leaders are the ones that need the most help. So when I see leaders out there, and some of you guys know who I'm talking about, I've reached out to them because I know that vicariously they motivate and help other people. And I'm into that. I mean, call it corny, call it whatever you want. I'm into that. I believe that, you got good blessings when you do the right thing. I'm not really big on, you've spoken to me a number of times. Yes. Quite a few times. I don't talk about people because if I do it, because I'm giving them compliments. Oh, what was that, Rocha? That's my man. You get it? How we keep them tone. I interviewed them both, and I interviewed you too. But I would never kiss anybody's rear unless you could keep girl, I'm single. My point is that you gotta be a little selective. I've never been a person how can I say it? I'm not trying to be real or loud. I'm a Puerto Rican from New York. You can't help. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that we as leaders have a great opportunity to give people options to be able to get home safe. I'm a grandparent. As a grandparent, I want my grandsons, so far two of them, to get home safe. But that also means that I have to teach them a variety of skills, and the best skills are the verbal skills. Most karate martial arts instructors in general. By the way, my first style was long fist kung fu. Just so you know, and my first style from a professional school was Mortal Kombat Kung Fu Law. So they call that Taekwondo. And there was Sang Soo Tiger Kim, April 19, 1976, which was a Monday when I officially started at that school. Before that,
I don't remember.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah, well, because to me, that was an important day in my life. I'm getting ready to, compete this season as a full season for the first. I mean, not for the first time, for literally, 35 years. At Black Belt Men, I was 16 years old. I started Black Belt Men. Yeah, a lot of people confused. They think I'm older than 52 because they are 10 years or 15 years older than me, and I fought with them. And not just fighting, I did forms too. Except that I did open forms, and to me, open forms was freestyle. I invented it on the spot because it gave a different flavor to it. Improv to me is more important, And then again, I also come from a background of what would be hip hop culture combined with martial arts. Well, the reason why they call them Grandmaster Flash and Grand Wizard Theodore is because they watched the kung fu movies. Where they got it from. A lot of the breaking moves known by many as break dance, which is not break dance, b-boying, locking, popping, boogieing, depending on which dance it is. Those moves, a lot of them come from martial arts. I mean, if Bruce Lee was around, you don't think he would have been down with hip hop?
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. As a matter of fact, the footwork that he did comes from breaking, but we learned it from him, even though he was a cha-cha champion. My point is that movement is movement is movement. In martial arts, probably the styles that actually have the most diversity are the Chinese arts. The Chinese arts really being the foundation of a lot of things. I mean, you guys teach a Shaolin style, right?
Yes.
Shaolin, technically speaking, they're Buddhists, right? Well, where's Buddha from? They're from India, So, but people don't realize that India and China border each other on the northeast section, So, most people just aren't educated. And when I see guys like, my buddy Ralph Ortiz, and again, Raul, I should say, and I don't mean to be disrespectful when I don't use people's titles because they have changed throughout the years. Like, I had never heard half of these things. It's okay, maybe I'm just having been educated. I didn't know what Hanshi was until like 10 years ago. I never even heard that word. they all, to me, everyone's still a sensei and a seafood. You want to get creative in names and let it be because it comes down to teachers, but regardless. But these are my personal friends. When they go to China twice a year, it seems like every 6 months in China. I'm like, wow, that's freaking awesome. That's beautiful because you never stop learning.
Yeah, and it's people like you, it's people like Sifu Raul, Zong Shi, John Moses, all these guys that I look up to that have really paved the way. You really have, and I don't blow sunshine up.
I know you're from Long Island and New York City.
Yeah, so I mean, when I'm talking, I'm being completely honest. I have the utmost respect for you and for all of my instructors, and just the fact that you called me and contacted me, you asked me what I thought about, even just asked me about the apps. What about your app? Because most people don't have apps. Most people are not using the advertisement that's out there. But besides that, we have a video clip. If you look at your screen, you should be seeing a video clip being played right now.
What's happening is that when I go on Facebook, there's feedback, and then they mess it up yours.
So you can't. All right. So basically,
on the replay, I'll watch it and I'll rewatch it.
Okay. I have you fighting. I have you doing some fighting techniques. One of your videos.
Apologize to those people for me, please.
No. And it's the video that has like that 70s groove to it that you might know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's a highlight reel.
Yeah.
From 1985 to 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, those are hard hits. Let me explain that. I might be a liar, so I have to show the videotape. See, a lot of people have judged what would be other people's history being fact or fiction. And to me, show me. I mean, show me.
Talk
Oh,
real, get real.
yeah.
Talk real, get real. That's what it's all about. Show
I
me.
mean, so it was 1985. Let me, I'm 19. And by the way, the majority of those people are multiple world champions, pioneers, and legends. The last person there, when you see it, he reaches out to touch me, to shake my hand, and he tried to like snuff me. Like, what are you doing? So I stepped on an angle, and he threw 2 punches. I hit him with a left. And while he's swatting, I grabbed the back of his neck so he doesn't get whiplash. Because when it comes down to it, this is when it changed a little bit. My belief is, I'm a professional, I'm a black belt, I'm not like the rest. If they're going to step into the ring there and be, flaky, that's on them. But I'm not going to do that. I have a reputation to uphold to my family, to myself, and to the people who care about me.
Nice.
So some of the things that these people do, in the famous words of somebody from I don't know where, Ayaku, that's on you. I'm not doing that. I can't do that. Because I want to be able to watch these things and be proud of myself after the fact. So I have a bunch of other highlight reels that are coming out. And I tried to do something for some of my friends. And I couldn't even do it. Tell you why. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's crazy. So now I have a bucket list of 14 techniques that I'm going to be doing sometimes this year at tournaments. And people say, why are you still competing? Because I like it. If you want to go play golf and whatever you want to do, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can do whatever I want. And that's what I even did many years ago. So people used to say, you have 1,000 schools, you have 6 schools, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. Why are you competing? Because I joined martial arts to be Bruce Lee. And I got into the competition and I loved it. I didn't join martial arts to have 1,000 students. That wasn't my goal. It just so happened that these people were traveling to the Bronx from Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, New Jersey. I felt horrible. So I got schools to make it more convenient for them. That's what I was. Now I have other plans. And I'll tell you, within the next 90 days, I will have a full-time online school. Not only that, I'll be having interviews on location with the green screen and the whole 9 on location to do their how-to video show.
Nice.
It's long overdue because when it comes down to it, we are losing pioneers and legends by a minute.
Yeah.
So
it breaks my heart.
let me ask you a question. So for the aspiring black belt who wants to get into this type of industry and wants to open a school, would you say that they must be tech savvy and do things that they were not taught as they were training?
Yeah, basically this is what happens. Just because you know how to cook doesn't mean you gotta get a restaurant, right? The fact of the matter is, just because you're an accountant doesn't mean you should have your own service either.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of the matter is that you have to really be honest with yourself. I don't know that yet. If you're a black belt, this is my attitude. I'm a black belt. If you can learn something, I can learn it too. Because I got to black belt. Or what would be the instructor level, or not instructor level, what would be an advanced student level of black belt I have. Because there's different levels that I have.
Mm-hmm.
My point is that it might be easier for the new jack to do it. The dinosaurs, like what would I be and my friends, they're the ones that are the biggest problem. They don't know all the answers. Oh, I don't even know how to go onto my website. I have my secretary. Well, you got another secretary now, and now your website hasn't updated in 2 years. What are you doing? Like this is it's like amateur night, and it embarrasses you because these are some real good people, some great martial arts skills, but they lazy. Except for a handful of them. And I tell you right now, one of our pioneers, I should say, one of the real legends in martial arts is Grandmaster Joe Corey. And there's no secret, him and I have been friends for many, many years. And he's my number one student when it comes to modern technology. Well, he has an excuse. Because he could have been my father, technically. Or my mother's older brother. So these people are lifetime students. Grandmaster Joe Corley, today is Tuesday. Today was a slow day. So he was only training at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow I know he's training at 6 o'clock in the morning. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock. Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock. Yeah. Every week. These guys lead by example. If you're going to be a professional, learn from the pros. It's easier today to do things. I started an operation 10 years ago called U-Man. We need you, man. We need a unified martial arts network. I interviewed you, you interviewed me. This is called a network. I interviewed Andrew Siciliani, our buddy. And of course, we also got Ali Abarigo. So, whatever's worth, Long Island as a strong island, as we speak, is in the forerunner of what technology is. Man, you guys are on the money. Okay, just to be technical, your guys are really about totally ahead of those guys. My point is still that, but you know that already. They got a crazy Puerto Rican next to you. They got problems, I know. But remember, all jokes aside, between your three guys, or three groups, I should say, who interconnect with each other, your guys already have a network. But there's people in other states that aren't doing anything. So what I want to put together is the interconnection of people of similar minds to help other people. Between the hours of 9 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock, actually I would even push it further back. From 6 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, most martial arts schools make $0. Zero.
Yep.
Why? Because nobody taught them how to leverage the time. But in reality, you have, again from Long Island getting props, an operation like I Love Kickboxing, whether you guys like it or not out there listening, it doesn't matter. These people are packed at 6 o'clock in the morning. And during those other hours, they're empty and they packed again at 5 o'clock and on. So obviously there's a market for that. And talking about markets, as you guys know, I'm really big into the adult market now because I believe that the older I get, the more martial arts is better for me. To keep me safe.
Mm-hmm.
How many times we've seen people get knocked out in the name of a viral video? Sad thing, right?
Yep.
So the baby boomers want to stay young. They're a little older than me. They have two things that we love. Time and spendable cash. No president has become president, whether we want this or not, doesn't matter, if it wasn't for baby boom. These people live in adult communities sometimes. They hang out like little teenagers. They go bowling by the hundreds. Then why aren't they in your school at least twice a week? Because no one reached out to these people. They are the best parents in your school. The best parents are grandparents. They paid good.
We got more adults than we do kids.
Yeah, well, in your situation, and this is going back to customizing, you can have a school any way you want. You can have them grappling on the floor, you can jump in the overpass and doing what would be CrossFit, whatever. They can have the school in the basement, have it on the 8th floor in Manhattan. So you can always make the school that you want. And yeah, the fact that you have adults, that in itself is 180 degrees opposite from most. Filling up the children is going to be a gap that you need. How about teens? Okay, so you have adults over 18. How about the 17 to 13? What percentage do you think you will have for that?
Very small.
Really small.
Very small. Probably like.
You know what I had with that group? I had a huge group of that. But I told you why. The strategy to that is this. They want to get down with a gang. So we had a gang of positive kids. They had colors. They walked in the neighborhood. They had their own signs and stuff. And they had parties. We went bowling together. I created an environment that was conducive for them to be able to congregate with kids of similar minds, so that the parents during the weekend knew that they were good kids.
Yeah.
And that's the big gap that a lot of people missing. And I'll tell you why it gets funny. And again, guys, you don't know who to take anything.
I know. And you know what? He's talking, and I'm watching the fighting that you're doing on the screen next to you. So I am listening to you, but I'm just coming.
No problem. I can't even know what you're doing anyway. My point is still this, right? When it comes down to it, we want to help people. The martial artists in general are good people. However, sometimes we all get tarnished. Like I'm here in Tampa area, and I heard on Friday how this guy is going away to jail for life based on the statutory work charge that he did. So that means there's been 3 months, 3 people have gone away, one in the Bronx and 2 in Florida. We all get, all of us look back when that happened. There's 3 things I did a video on years ago that you have to avoid. Number 1, don't start your class 5 minutes late and then end it 5 minutes late, thinking that or even later, like thinking that you can't make it for the lost time. You're messing up people's schedules and it's not for you. Don't have sex with that parent that keeps looking at you like you more sexy. She has a problem. Stay away from her. People have done this all the time. It creates a problem. Stay away from that 60-year-old that joined your school when she was 11 years old. Now she looks like she's 26-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 things have taken down so many great people in every industry, honestly.
In every industry.
Every single thing.
Every industry.
So it's not just selective to martial arts. My point is still that I'm on our side. Some people say us, some people say yours, all of words. I say us. All of us are collectively working together to try to just make the most out of this limited life we have. I'm 52. Am I going to live another 50 years? I'm going for it. But even Jack LaLanne transcended age 94. He worked out the day he passed away. My point is that being the case, we're always thriving. Just like you guys looking at alternative ways to even clean your house and use supplementation and what have you, educate yourself. It's the same thing with me. My brother, I'm going to write an article, and you guys told me this is the title, because it's kind of touchy with me. But the title goes like this. My brother died with 6-pack abs. Because he did. It's the truth. He died, and he was in phenomenal physical shape on the outside, so he had the fitness part. But obviously the health was a problem. So I'm just trying to turn around and meet what's considered Jerry Fontenot the fourth. Because Jerry Fontenot the third is going to be 5 years old in May.
Wow.
Jerry Fontenot the second is 34. That's my son. Not a junior. He actually was the second. I think I got that from Gilligan's Island. Just when I was the third. Tell me who did you teach? Well, I got Jerry Fontenot the third. And I want to meet the fourth. So I have to stay alive. Recently, I started training like a maniac, but I had a problem. It was called pain. Even though I was taking some supplementation, my joints were still affiliated. So I had to, in the middle of the night, more often than not, grab this thing that I know was going to hurt me, called ibuprofen. And I made some shifts in my, what would be supplementation and also exercise. And the end result is that in the last 3 weeks, instead of gaining a pound, in 7 weeks of training like a maniac, I lost 10 pounds. I'm going to check, maybe it's on the sofa. I lost 10 pounds in the last 3 weeks. How could that be? I'm educating myself that obviously I wasn't supposed to be on a treadmill for an hour and a half at age 52. Even though it said I could burn calories, I was going for 1,000 calorie burn. You have to make adjustments to interval training. So my point is that there's no such thing as knowing all the answers. Technology changes by the second. We were just on a Facebook Live. But we're on that right now too, except that this is a different version of it. And for whatever is worth, you might be the first martial artist who actually was able to do it like this. So this is the beginning days of interactive live video. Even though, for whatever it's worth, guys, this was done via YouTube, and you're going to look it up on what's called a Hangout, and I used to have 7 people. 7 people. And it was recorded. And I can even do, you guys know, you can also do Facebook Lives. And the advantage of a Facebook Live, guys, is that it gives you Google rankings. So when you do a Facebook Live, it's considered news, and news gets priority. So you properly title it, you become the authority in what would be a Google search or a Facebook Live. Put in the proper title. What's the proper title? Your industry and your region, and you can even put your phone number there. You understand? In the actual title, which becomes keywords, long tail keywords.
Nice.
I made my first website when I started my clothing line. So 1998, I made my first website. I made my first logo, 1997. And again, one single one hand. I made my first personalized app. Or I should say, let me backtrack. When I started doing the text two campaigns, it was 2010. By 2011, I was doing mobile websites because it's not mobile friendly. There's guys right now don't even have mobile friendly websites.
Yeah.
And do you know what they say? I can see it on my phone. If you have to expand it and then you're lost, it's not mobile friendly. As a matter of fact, that's a mobile friendly Google tester. Really simple. Now the next thing is that the majority of the guys are paying $335 a month for their website. He says actually, those sites aren't even secure. They don't have an actual security code on it. So that's going to be the next thing that Google said. We don't want you to go to that site. Back up, because it's not secure. So these little basics, people don't want to make themselves aware of it. In the meantime, it costs them money. A person gets a review. It's a good review. They don't even say thank you. They don't even know they got a review. They get a review. It's a bad review. They don't even acknowledge how they can resolve that issue. They're oblivious and they brag about it. Oh, no, I just teach classes. Like, but me, being one of their peers, I grabbed them in the side and I'm like, are you kidding me? You got to get your stuff together because otherwise you will be left in the dust by people who have less physical skills, better marketing and verbal skills, and then they get mad at them because they got their black belt in business, maybe they're brown belt in martial arts, and this guy here has whatever degree level in teaching, but he's still trying to, take email technology.
Not a lot of people will tell people that.
It's embarrassing to me because a professional to me, if Musashi Miyamoto was around, you know how good he would have been on social media? Come on, right? The guy was a painter, he did everything, right? How about Bruce Lee? Imagine if Bruce Lee was around. How many followers? I'll be following him. You'll see the print of life. I mean, go across the board to anybody. If any martial arts need, I may would have had a bunch of people following him. So the bottom line is that we have an opportunity today to spread love and share information, and this will be recorded for future generations.
Yep.
We don't even know how many years in the future they're going to watch this. And we are considered the forefathers of this frontier of communication using technology. And your guys are absolutely right there, smack in the Long Island is represented properly. I don't see people from other areas on a consistent basis. They're not doing it. And they didn't upgrade. They did not upgrade. In other words, again, you guys went from one platform to another platform. We are right now on Zoom. In the meantime, Zoom gives you the ability to stream live via Facebook. Oh my God. It takes a little investigation. That's all it is. When I told you, listen, you can do a video intro and a video outro inside of a live. You said, what? When I told you, listen, your header can actually be a video.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that header can be changed on a weekly basis if you're a restaurant, special of the week. It can be changed to special of the day. People watch video. So my point is that we have to be lifetime learners. And if you do that, a quick question. It was January. I should say before January. We had a conversation happening with you, happening with Andrew Obsidiani, and I said to you guys, hey, you have space. It's Christmas. New Year's start. Let your parents train for. You got space. What the hell? Might as well use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it worked out pretty well, don't you
Worked
think?
really good.
Yep.
Worked really good.
Got a couple of students in. Got a couple of parents in.
The point is that now, and you guys know, you get multiple people from the same parent, or from the same family, I should say, in there, the retention goes to the roof. It goes to the roof. There's somebody in the family going to want to make it to class. Plus, it really honestly makes them gel together. And us as martial artists, yes, us, us as martial artists, can help each other. This information is not my information.
Uh-huh.
It belongs to all of us. You know, we can all use it. So what I want to do, I have a martial arts supply company that's partnered with me for the last year. We relocated the place, and I'm going to open up a would-be studio because a lot of my friends, when I ask them, what was the last time you interviewed? You mean when you pay for the advertisement for the local newspaper and they give you a little thing there? That wasn't that. That's not an interview. That was called a bribe. You pay for it. Come on. You can get advertised. You can get interviewed once a week if you choose to. If you have 100 martial artists doing this thing with a different subject matter, can you guys get interviewed?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's the network. That's the unified martial arts network that I want to put together for the purpose of each one teach one. Because realistically, if you had $1 million, when you get your $1 million,
He said when.
and
I like the way I like that.
I like that.
Because you corrected yourself.
yeah,
That's awesome.
when you get your $1 million, you're gonna really hook up your school.
Yep.
We can't help it. We're martial artists. That's what we do.
Yep.
And my point is that a lot of people have to really be honest, look in the mirror, and make adjustments. My heart goes out to a lot of the women who have to deal with the men that have this chicken aside called martial arts. Because if that chicken aside is not earning them any money, then you better leave that chicken aside alone. Because when it comes down to it, we still family first. Family first. My relatives, the relatives have the same last name. Doesn't mean they family.
Mm-hmm.
So family is definitely your two guys and other people. And I mean, what else can I say but that we're the luckiest people in the world. We get a chance to share information with people to help them with their life. I mean, come on. Why aren't we in a position to earn income higher than most? Because we don't have our stuff together. You're old enough. Get your stuff together.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Reprimanded.
I also want to commend you.
Reprimanded by a guest.
I also want to commend you because of this. We teach fitness. However, the health part is missing in many areas.
Mm-hmm.
Supplementation is key. The quality of food today, we don't even know what it is. When people say to me, well, I got a good diet, I'm like, how do you know? Like, you don't even know. Even if something was manufactured organically, in the travel might have been contaminated. We just don't know. So supplementation of products that actually have independent studies to being able to help people, you still do your due diligence, those things will help you. And most people are so lazy in education. Education is key. If you don't want to read a book, you don't have to. When I was on the treadmill for an hour and a half, I was listening to Tony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Deepak Chopra. I went back to basics. And then I listened to all of you guys. Whether Gary Vee or yes, even Ty Lopez. All these guys are descendants of the same people of similar mind. Entrepreneurs, not lazy in their work. You're going to have Grant Cardone is going to be right there in Brooklyn for, I forget for that big Mike Corella thing. You know how many millionaires, martial arts millionaires will be there? I can't get mad at people who are successful, but I can teach them physical skills if they need it. I can teach them business skills if they need it, because every time I teach somebody something, I get better. Oh my God. You mean you get better at what you teach? Interesting. That's the way we do things, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Share it. There's a thing people don't even know the difference between money and currency. But let's just say this: currency has to move in order for it to make money. You can't put it under the sofa and expect it to grow. It ain't gonna happen. My clothing line is called Fast Feet. Fast Feet. Yeah. Because for you to be successful, you can't drag your feet. You gotta make moves. baseball, football, basketball, whether it's sports or in business, you gotta be on your toes. So my mother gave me that nickname. I forget the date exactly, but I think it was September 22nd, 1981. And I get confused because I know that
I forgot the date.
yeah, no, and it sounds funny because to me, that was the date, and I think she got them. I can look it up just to be sure. Because when it comes down to it, that's an important date to me. My mother gave me that. So isn't that like set in vogue or what have you? You know?
Yeah.
So that wasn't what you consider a government name. How the name I was given, yeah, by my mother. So I remember because Bill Superfoot Wallace was being, he was in Brooklyn at a karate tournament. Yeah, okay, I was off for a few days. I actually was, okay, I know what that 22nd was. It was the 18th. So I became fasty January 18, 1981. And I got home after I got an interview, after I got an autograph from Bill Wallace. Only one of two people ever got autographs. The other one being Tony Robbins, and it wasn't for me. It really wasn't. But anyway, the point is that I got home, I said, Mom, I got an autograph from Superfoot. What? I need a nickname. You had Dr. J, you had Clyde Frazier, you know? And she said to me, Fearless Fasting. I said, Mom, there's too many F's. They're going to make fun of me, call me Funky Feet or something, maybe something else. So this is what I do. I'll be fasty, and I promise I'll always be fearless. And we took iron-on letters from like back in the crew days.
Oh no.
And we ironed them on right on the back of the uniform. So my first name was Fast, my last name was Feet. And when people used to ask me my name, I say Fasty. What's your real name? First name Fast, last name Feet. You know, that was my attitude. Because who wanted to see Jerry fight? Hey guys, those of you who are martial arts instructors and teachers that are going through some hard times, let me tell you one of the reasons why it doesn't happen. Because you can handle it. God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Another thing is this. If you turn around and Clark Kent steps up when they expect Superman, think about it. Lois Lane don't want anything to do with Clark Kent. He has a nice boots, he has a good car, he has a good job, he has a nice hat, glasses, a little smart guy. But she'd rather be around flying in the air once in a while with a guy with the tights. My point is that a lot of times we, as martial arts instructors, make a mistake by not being who we promised we were going to be. And we try to so-called be honest with our students. And I'll tell you honestly, they don't want to be led by Clark Kent. They don't. But for you to have your sanity, you got to join the Justice League.
On that note, I want to thank you very much for being here. I consider us all part of the Justice League, and I want to thank you so much for
And
everything.
Us.
Thank you. Thank us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. Thank you for schooling us. Like I said,
Yeah, we're gonna be calling you again.
yeah, it's an absolute honor.
My pleasure.
It's an absolute honor to have you on here. Thank you again for everything.
Blessings.
I really appreciate it. Blessings to you too.
Let me just say one more thing. This is the question and the challenge to anyone out there.
Yes, sir.
What would you attempt if you knew it was impossible to fail? Because it is possible. Everybody can do it. And I say you. I dare you. Go for it. AB, see you at the top, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
You got him. All right. So
That was pretty cool.
that
right?
was a lot. Yeah, that was cool.
I feel like I went to college.
Yeah.
And my brain is so
Yeah.
overloaded.
I got to take notes.
I know.
I got to take notes.
Well, you know what? Now it's on. It's on.
recorded
so,
for posterity.
so everybody can check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for watching. Master Jerry Fontanez is a phenomenal martial artist. Somebody that I've looked up to my whole life.
He is a world champion, black belt #1. awesome kick-ass fighter number 2,
and talking to us,
and talking to
talking to us
us,
people,
talking to us little people, little peeps, about not just how to be good in the school, in the dojo, in the Kwan, but how to be good outside and all around.
So we're already like past time. We got lots of people watching, guys. Thank you so very much, everybody that's watching, everybody that was a part of Talk Real Get Real. This podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it, is really starting to reach out to a lot of people, and we're getting a lot of real martial artists on here. And for me to get it from real martial artists, to understand exactly what's going on in this world, and I feel blessed. I feel awesome.
Don't crash.
I know. I'm gonna cry. It was just an awesome night. So guys, if anybody was watching, take notes from this man who had just schooled everybody here in the martial arts.
Yeah.
So
I just had to sit back and just
this is the first time
and just soak it in.
None of us said anything.
Nothing.
We were like just watching him talk. And you know what? For me,
and he is the one that actually gave us the idea and the confidence to want to be in front of a camera and talking to people.
He said, "I dare you."
And he did, and we did it. We got to give him props.
Yeah.
Because without his idea, this show probably would never happen.
And also, we got to give props to JP.
And Mr. JP.
Where's JP's hand?
Yeah, where's he?
There it is. So, it takes a lot than just one person. It takes a Justice League. I like that. It takes the Justice League.
We gotta have our own Justice League.
X-Men. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I'm really, really happy. But on this note, we got to get going. Yeah. ShaolinLohan.com. We also want to do our Instagram, which is Shaolin Lohan. Mm-hmm. We want to do our YouTube channel. Go ahead. What's the YouTube channel?
Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu.
Yes. Make sure you tap on that. Remember, train real, get real. You can't do your Shaolin out just yet. But
can't?
No, because we're putting our website. We're putting
our website. Oh, we're gonna do a little advertising, just like Mr. Fast Feet told us.
Yeah.
And and now we gotta come up with nicknames now. We gotta come up with superhero names because he has his fast feet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
No. We ain't there yet.
Not yet.
We're not there yet.
No. So just for everybody, definitely check out the Facebook page. Be aware of the Facebook page. Obviously you're on it now, right? Some of the people that are on it, share with everybody you possibly can. We're trying to bring the public. We're trying to bring the awareness to the public so the public can make a really smart determination of what school they want to train at. We want to get these McDojos out of here. We want to get these horrible schools out of here because all they're doing is just belittling the hard work that all us real martial artists are all about and what we're training and what we believe.
Well, it's really like what he says is they focus on the business and not the martial arts. And we do things pretty much the opposite. We focus on the martial arts and not the business. So he's a pioneer because he focuses on both.
Business and the martial arts.
I
agree with that.
So people, for them to realize what a good school is, the real people have to focus on both.
Yeah, so visit the goddamn website.
So they can make an educated choice about what real martial arts is.
Visit the website, www.shaolinlohan.com. Got to feed my kids.
Yeah.
Done. All right, so we're out of here. Yeah. So before JP just gets rid of us, I just want to say, train real, get real, talk real, get real. Hold on. There we go. Train real, get real, talk real, get real,
and shouting out.